In schools today, we learn that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, but we never learn the basic financial concepts that we need to survive out there. There have been numerous articles talking about how financial literacy needs to be made mandatory in schools because the young people of today lack the skills to survive in the real world. Most teens graduate without ever learning about money, and we really want to change that. Finance feels very confusing and scary to the young people out there, which is why we're deciding to build Finest, a software platform that makes financial education fun and approachable for Australian teenagers. We do this by having a story-driven curriculum where students learn with fun characters and real-world analogies to keep them engaged. We also have gamified reward-based learning, which acts as positive reinforcement when students get things right. There's also AI-powered personalization, so every student has a very adaptive and personalized learning journey. We also have hands-on simulation learning to support things like budgeting and investing, so students can get a sense of what it's out there. We also want to make sure it's seamlessly adoptable into classrooms by following their curriculums. These are the UN sustainability goals that we want to target. Now, who are our competitors? A lot of our competitors seem to not have Australian life adapted into their curriculum. This is where we want to excel and strive towards. We also want to group this with school-level reporting and ensure that mastery is trackable. Now, what does the market look like here? There are over 4 million Australian students today in over 9,600 schools. We want to focus on junior and senior secondary between the years of 7 to 12. This is already about 1.8 million students. The way we work is targeting schools, education departments, and independent organizations to then reach our students. We want to focus in Victoria and Tasmania for now, where we're looking at independent and Catholic schools and specifically secondary students. So this is about over 200,000 students in 260 schools. Our revenue model scales as per the number of students in a school. So on average, we're looking at about 18,000 Australian dollars per year from an average school where there's about 300 to 500 students. This is very encouraging because we see that more than 50% of schools pay more than $50,000 per year on software tools. So spending on something like this, which would give them immense value, would kind of be a no-brainer. With 10% market share in the first year after MVP, we would be able to achieve over $600,000 in ARR, and this is only with full adoption in 35 schools. Our unit economics model looks like this. Our revenue per school is about $18,000, and our costs are mostly tech costs, which is about $3,700. Now, our gross profit is $14,300, where our gross margins are very high at 79%. Our financial forecast for the next 3 years is to scale from 10 schools to 100 schools, where we go to up to 1.8 million ARR. Now, for the first year after we go from MVP to production, we're looking at about $300,000 in fixed operating costs. This is mostly for product and engineering, but also for the education experts that we will need on the team and legal and compliance as we're dealing with very sensitive personal information of the students. Now, I'm really happy to show you some traction and validation we've gained so far. We came in the top 10 at the European Innovation Academy in Portugal last year, which gave us a lot of traction and validation for this initiative, which is why we've decided to launch this in Australia. We also have 3 very primary champions who will be leading our initiative with us, including the Young Australian of the Year, a financial subject matter expert who is the CEO of Financial Basics Foundation, and Australian economist and Senator Richard Dowling. We also have an amazing team backing up this initiative, made up of myself, Austin from the University of Melbourne, who will be the tech lead, and Maisie from London, who will be the design lead. Our ask for you is the $1 million to scale to 100 schools in 3 years, encompassing of all of these various facets. These are my contact details. I'll be really happy to hear back from you and looking forward to it.